Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is on rational expressions where we're multiplying and dividing. I took a couple actually of the dividing problems because, as you should know, that multiplying and dividing are really the same, except with dividing you have to first do the reciprocal of your second fraction. Okay, so anyways, step one, as I taught you, we always factor everything. So notice up here I have a GCF of 10. So I'm going to get 10 times a plus 6. And if you look in the denominator, you notice I have a GCF of 3 and an a squared. So that will leave me a plus 2 when I'm done. And let's just quickly double check here. 3a squared, follow the green, times a is 3a cubed. 3a squared times 2 is 6a squared. 10 times a is 10a. 10 times 6 is at 60 right there. Okay, so we have the first fraction or expression completely factored. Now let's continue the process. Over here, notice I have a GCF of 50. So I'm going to take 50 times a plus 1. 50 times a plus 1. And then in the denominator, notice I have a 15 GCF and an a squared GCF. And that leaves me a plus 1 there as well. And let's just double check real quick. 15a squared times a is 15a cubed. 15a squared times 1 is 15a squared. 50 times a is 50a. 50 times 1 is 50. And let's not forget that this is a divide. So what we're really going to do here, guys, if you follow the purple, is I'm going to switch now or do a reciprocal of my second fraction there. And then I can change my operations to multiply, right? And that's what I'm going to do. So this 50a plus 1 is now in the denominator. And this 15a squared times a plus 1 is in the numerator. So let me do a little erasing here just so I have some more space. But that 15a squared now is in the numerator. Okay, so let's see what happened here. Well, hopefully you agree. That's gone now, right? Because I flipped it up to the top. That a plus 1 divides to a plus 1 and makes 1. And notice a squared will cancel out with a squared down here. And let's see what else we're going to do. Let's go ahead and do the 10 here with the 50 down here, and that leaves 5, because 10 times 5 is 50. And then let's get rid of this 3, because 3 divided into 15 is also 5. Whoa, wait a minute. I also can cancel out the 5 now with this 5. And if you can believe it, what do I have left is really just a plus 6 over a plus 2. So pause the video and make sure you agree with my answer and you understand how we factored, we did a reciprocal, then we can make it into a multiply, and then from there we were able to do some canceling and simplifying. Okay, one more problem here, guys, and again, hopefully when you look at this right here, you realize I can actually start out by doing a GCF. Okay, and of course, let's see here, they all had a factor of 3, so that looks good. And now I can also factor this. Okay, so guys, follow the red now, but I have a 3 times, okay, and I'm going to do r times r to get the r squared. I'm going to do 2 times 1 to get the 2. I'm going to do minus 1 minus 2 to get the minus 3. Perfect. So finally, I got the whole numerator factored. Notice the denominator up top I can't really factor, technically. So that's just still 63r squared. 63r squared. Sorry, a little technical difficulties here. And so let's go to our second expression or fraction. And notice over here, I can go ahead and do a GCF of 30. Now guys, let's do two steps in one. Since it is a divide, we're going to make this into a times. And we're going to flip or do the reciprocal of this over here. So the 10 now will be in the numerator, right? And the denominator will be 30 times r minus 2. And I'm just mentally double checking my work here, and that looks all nice and sound. So we're ready to simplify. Because remember, I did change it to times, and I did do the reciprocal here, and everything is factored. Okay, so isn't r minus 2 divided out by r minus 2? Isn't the 10 divided by the 30 leave 3 in the denominator? Isn't the 3 here going to cancel out with a 3 there? And notice the only thing I have left is right here. My answer is r minus 1 over 63r squared. Okay, so pause the video, guys. And hopefully I didn't make any silly mistakes along the way. But we will discuss this and watch this video tomorrow in class. And until next time, bye.